Hi guys, it's Veronica here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a quick 10-minute look so you can look glam, look nice and polished, feel confident in about 10 minutes, give or take. Stay tuned. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Luminizing Primer by Dr. Brandt. You guys, I hope you can see that. I'm in love with this stuff. So I already started with the skincare moisturizer from this brand, and I've been struggling with rosacea, so I would love to get to the point and find a product that will really help minimize the redness, and sometimes I get like little bumps that go along with that too. But anyways, I'm again in love with this product. It's a really, really amazing product. I'm also gonna mix in a little bit of the Studio Fix from MAC. So Studio Fix liquid, kind of just go in. I don't really like pre-mix, but I literally just use the back of my hand, mix it all up, get a nice amount on the brush, and then just start stippling. This is the area where you can really tell if you are wearing makeup, or it may crease or kind of gather where you don't want it to gather. So sometimes I'll even go in with a little bit more of just that primer simply on my forehead to alleviate any of that settling in the cracks and crevices where, again, we don't want it. So I just picked up a little, probably like a half a pea size of that primer. I'm just going back in. We'll go on with a little bit of the Studio Fix powder. This color is, somebody's at my door. This color is C40. Actually, I'm gonna switch over and use, this one is, I don't know if you can see it, let's see, I'll just tell you. JH14, so the new Jaclyn Hill brush. This one's amazing. Some people, I don't know, leave in the comments and tell me what you use this brush for. I'm gonna actually use it today for powder, because just for the simple fact that I don't want to apply like a super full coverage. I just want like a really beautiful like dusting, so it will set the makeup, but again, not go in and add a ton of coverage. And then I also don't want it to get too matte. From here, I'm actually gonna dive into, I'm gonna grab my bronzer from Morphe. It's actually a whole bronzing palette. It's really cool because it's like everything that you could ever want or need. I've been on a couple of different trips now, and I don't know if you can see that, but this is the best travel companion, aside from my husband, that you can ever have, because it literally has everything in palette in 8L. Hopefully you can see that. What I like to do is kind of start on my cheek right here. I kind of visually, like the best way to explain it is the 3. So you go here on your cheek, and then I kind of just pull it down here on my jawline, and that completes the 3. Go ahead and use the same palette while we have it for a highlight, and I might go back and forth. As I mentioned earlier, I have rosacea, so blush is not my thing, but I'm going to get out of my comfort zone today and show you how to incorporate with this beautiful 8L palette. We're also going to do the 8W palette, if you can see that. Again, I like to mix everything together, so I literally will hold my palettes like this as I'm kind of going back and forth in between the two colors. So, again, I'm going out of my comfort zone for you guys. I'm gonna do a little bit of, hopefully you can see that, Witty right here, and then I'm gonna mix it in Supernova. I think that'll create like a really pretty kind of blush moment right here on the apple of the cheek. Another brush that I'm obsessed with, it's one of the newer Jaclyn Hill brushes from her cosmetic line. So J02, she has. So I use just like the side of the brush right there, and then we'll just kind of go in and highlight a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so for brows, the latest trend that I've been seeing a lot are just a big, full, fluffy brow. So how I've been attaining that, you can do the brow lamination, which I actually tried earlier. I don't know if you saw any of my posts on Instagram. Make Me Blush actually did my brow lamination. I can include her information below. It was amazing. Like, you literally wake up, your brows are laid perfectly in place. It's amazing. It lasted about 2 weeks, so it's not like something that's like long term or anything. Anywho, a coworker at work, thank you so much, Adrian, brought me this gem. I don't even know what kind of soap it is, but it is soap. I will tag it in my bio below when I figure out what it is that I've been putting on my eyebrows for like a couple months now. In love. Like, it is amazing. Anyway, so I just use J57. And again, this is from the Jeffree Star, his original brush set. I just get in here. I hope you can see that. I'm literally just loading up the brush. I just dipped it into some water. You don't want to like submerge it for a really long time. It's more of just like a, I'll just show you my water. My measuring cup. Anyway, so just more of like a moment of like this, and then you can go in and load up the soap. You don't want to really like get it wet for too long. Normally when I'm doing this upstairs in my bathroom when I'm getting ready, I just kind of take it under the, I turn the faucet on and just kind of get it underneath the stream of water really fast, and that gives you the same effect. But so I'm going to start with my right brow, and you just go in and start combing the brow hairs up. Okay, so I can kind of feel it dry. I literally just take my finger, nothing on it, and just kind of hold it and then roll my finger off. And that almost just like sets it in place in a sense. Okay, so brows are completely done. Now, again, it's kind of like up to preference, but I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of just like a pencil to kind of define. I'm gonna give it a moment, my brows a moment just to dry, and then we'll go back in with a little bit of color. I'm using the Micro Brow Pencil, Hazelnut. It's from Morphe. Amazing. It's $4. Has the super thin, fine tip, so you can literally go in and kind of create that individual brow hair look, and then it has a spoolie at the other end. Okay, I think they're actually dry now, so I'm just gonna go in, and I don't have like a ton of hair right here, so I'm going the same direction as the hairs that are already kind of combed up. Another trick that has like helped me tremendously throughout my career is whatever brow you struggle with the most, or eye, or winged liner, whatever side of the face is like more of your struggle, do the opposite side first, because you can always make the other side, your less challenging side, match. So for my brow, like this is a side that I feel like I always need to fill in a little bit more and shape and kind of like baby a little bit more. The other brow, like I'm pretty much done. Like I'm happy with that brow. I can fill it in like a little bit more right up here. But yeah, that tip was like game changing for me, because I feel like I would always go in and do like the easiest side, because I'm like, oh, okay, cool, just get that out of the way. But then it's a little harder to try to make your challenging side match. Okay. And if you want to, you can kind of like push them down one more time, just make sure everything stays. Another thing is if like the makeup on the top of the brow kind of gets disturbed, you can just go back in with even like a brush like this, and then just go back in with like whatever's left on your hand here of the foundation that you used, and kind of just go back through and just fix that. Not too much happened when I did it. That's why I usually will do foundation first and then my soap brow, but again, it's kind of up to your own personal preference, whatever works for you. All right, so next we're gonna go in with my P. Louise Eye Base Obsessed. This guy is in Rumor 2. It's just such an amazing, amazing product. I'm gonna squirt down a little bit. And it's actually this guy. Again, the name or the color is just Rumor 2. Okay, so we're gonna do, this is part of the Acid Rain brush collection that, again, P. Louise came out with. It doesn't have a number. It comes in the cutest packaging, you guys. Like, if nothing else, go to your nearest Morphe store. Check out the packaging. It's like a big giant paintbrush with kind of like metallic-y colors on it. It's just such a cute packaging idea. So I'm literally gonna pick up my P. Louise eyeshadow base with my P. Louise Acid Rain brush. I always start down by the lash line and then pull up. Now I'm going to grab, you know what, let's keep it simple and easy. I'm gonna grab my Morphe 2441 brush, just like this white little fluffy guy for the crease. And I'll show you how we go in and just do like a little bit of the bronzer. So the same palette, 8L, as an eyeshadow. Why not? Well, again, keep it simple. So whenever you place the brush on your face, initially all of the powder is on the brush. I didn't tap it off. Bad. But all the powder is like on the brush. So tap it off wherever you put the brush down first. So I always start on the outside, because that's where a majority of the product is going to stay, and then I just blend it through. Nice windshield wiper motion, however you want to think of it. And then when you look down, you can really see like the kind of like the eye socket, eye cavity, is that a thing? And follow that shape. Next, fun treat. You guys get to open this with me. I've never opened her brand new Volume II palette. Hopefully you can see her without a glare. So I'm excited. I'm sure you guys have already played with it, been there, done that, but okay. I'm sure there's gonna be plastic falling out of here, but I'll just let it fall. Okay, ooh, so pretty. Love it, love all those colors, tons of shimmers and bright colors. Later on, I'm gonna do a home tour so you'll see how much I like. For day, I'm not gonna go into a lot of the crazier ones. I'm gonna go into G Money. Same brush, the M441, going back into that corner, just pressing it. After you're done pressing it, you kind of just want to dust whatever is left on the brush through the crease. Okay, so we're using the Morphe M503 brush it's clean, no product on it. And we're just taking that and then blending that through the shadow to kind of blend out any harsh edges. So it's just nice and diffused. So let's go ahead and we'll do next for the next eyeshadow color we're applying. I might even switch over to one of these smaller brushes. We'll do JH51. It's this fodder guy. She's gonna take a little bit of the next, bounce it in there, tap it off. And then another way to kind of gauge where the shadows end on the lid is when you're looking straight ahead, where the dark of your eye color ends. So you want to kind of make sure this one kind of goes over a little bit more from where the dark part of my eye begins. So I'm just going to take this side and pull that one over a little bit. So that kind of is like a good way to gauge and make sure that the product is starting and stopping in the same place on both eyes. Next, you're going to take a Drama Queen and just put that all over the lid. Alright, so we're pretty much going to stop there. We'll do a little bit of a brighter color. I'm in it. I'm just going to pick up a little bit on that same brush. We'll just bounce that into the corner there. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the next, pull that underneath the eye. I'm going to go back in with that M503 color. We're going to take Comfort Zone, get out of our comfort zone, and just blend that below, like right into the lash line. We're not even going to be super careful or specific with the placement. I'm just kind of blending it on out. It just gives like a nice fade into the bottom of the eye. Don't worry, we're going to clean up the rest of it with that concealer. But I kind of just like to take a little bit of an eye cream and remove anything that may have fallen below. And then just go back in with your original face brush and kind of just pick up. There's not really any product left on here. It's just literally going to kind of dust away any product that fell below. I'm going to do, it is the MAC Concealer. I swear by this stuff. Pro Longwear Concealer. We're doing NC30. And you know what, let's do, I like fluffier brushes for concealer. So let's do, oh, yes. I'll do this one, just kind of like a two-toned brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by like tapping it out right there, right underneath the eye, so where the shadow ends and the highlight begins that we already put down, and kind of do the concealer. I might have to go back in with a little bit more of the highlight just to redefine at the end, but I'm okay with that, that's fine. Now from here, we're gonna do lip and lipstick. This one is Makeup Talk by Morphe. I start from the outside of the lip, so the corner, and just drag it in, outside, drag in, and same on the top. I like to overdraw my lip just a little bit. This is Matte by Morphe in Honey. And for mascara, icing on the cake, Caviar Volume by Laura Mercier, just a cute little tester. I always start with the tip of the brush, run it through the lash line, then go through and brush it out. I wanted to try add just a little bit more depth with that P. Louise. Really wanted to use it. Glow Girl. I'm just using an angled brush by MAC. And then we're just gonna pop in a little as our liner. See how that gave just a little bit more definition down by the lash line there. That's it. I'll be signing off. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'm gonna post more content and stay tuned. It's been a pleasure. Bye guys.